What's up, guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at this Burlington Northern SD45 from Scale Trains. Retail price is $324.99, but you can find it for much cheaper on various websites. I got this for $150, so definite deal. It has DCC sound, so we'll go ahead and take it out of the box and see how it looks and see how it sounds. Let's get started. So here it is in the box. You got just your standard Scale Trains box. We'll go ahead and take it out of the box now. Just your standard Scale Trains box. Set this aside. And here it is. And then it just slides out. And you got your instructions in the back there. And also your DCC sound manual. And we'll just slide it out of this plastic sleeve here. And undo this side over here. Just like that. And there it is. You got some nice soft plastic on the top here to keep the top protected. Also handrail protectors so they don't get squished in shipping. And here it is. You've got your, I don't know what they're called, but these truck protectors, I guess, on the bottom there, to keep your trucks protected. Let's go ahead and get this on the track and we'll see how it sounds. Alright, so here we are at the track. Now you can't set it on the track yet because you need to take off these truck, I think I've heard them called truck immobilizers, so we'll just call them that. And they just slide off if they want to. There we go. Oh, there we go. Alright. We'll get this thing on the track. And there we go. Looks very nice, very clean. Nothing wrong with it straight out of the box here. As far as cosmetic. We'll go over details in a second. We'll just remove these handrail protectors on either side. And let's take a look at the locomotive here. Alright, so we have very little separately applied detail, which is understandable because it is an operator, or it is a part of their operator line. So you don't have any separately applied like grab irons and stuff like that, handrails, pretty much anywhere on the locomotive here. You just got your handrails, which are sturdy, a little bit of flex in them, but they don't seem to be going anywhere. You got your horn, your lit number boards, headlights, sand filler hatch, marker lights, and then like I said earlier, no separately applied grab irons. But for $30 you can buy a diesel detail kit and you can apply those yourself, which I do recommend. The holes for the grab irons are pre-drilled, so you do not have to worry about drilling your own holes, which is nice. Moving down the locomotive a little bit here, we have clear and legible writing, Burlington Northern, and actually right here is a F for the front of the locomotive. Other than that, I do not see any writing besides the large numbers at the back. So, moving on to the back of the locomotive. Here at the back we have the handbrake wheel right there, and more spots for separately applied grab irons. Also spots right here, I forgot to mention this in the front, a couple of cut levers, hoses, all that type of stuff. there are pre-drilled holes for all of that. Plastic couplers. You do have these etched metal stand pieces right there. And these handrails on the back here are a little bit flexible, but nothing to worry about. And also sand filler hatch on the top up there. Moving on to the top of the locomotive here, we have fan grills all around here, and also pre-drilled holes for what are they called? Lift rings. Pre-drilled holes for lift rings. You can see you have your sand filler hatch here, like I mentioned before, and the 6442 numbering right there. I forgot to mention this before, but you do have walkways going for in between locomotives and stuff like that right here. They don't seem to go up all the way. I don't really want to push on them too hard, but the rear one seems to be pushed down a little bit more than I would say it should be, but the front one here does seem to be at a manageable level right here. That, I think, wraps it up for cosmetics. Let's go ahead and look at operations. Now, this is a DCC sound locomotive running on DC power, as I do not have a DCC layout. Also, just a quick look at the decoder inside. You can actually just pop this top off, similar to Ather and Blue boxes, and you can look at the inside of these locomotives. So if you wanted to know what type of decoder was in there, or if you wanted to replace the decoder, that is easily doable right there. Now let's go ahead and look at operations. All right, here we go. We're at 6 volts right now. Okay, I think it started up at around 6 volts, so that would be the startup voltage for DC. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing going. So it does have directional headlights for DC operations. I'll go ahead and switch it to reverse, and you should see that rear headlight turn on. And there's that headlight right there. So, as far as direction changes go for DC, this is probably one of the better engines that I've seen. There's very minimal delay. What's what I'm in for? I don't know. But there's not, it doesn't like cut out for very long at all, like some locomotives do. Like my Voltage Proto SD9, that one does decent on direction changes, but I would say this one does a lot better than that one. Especially if you do it a lot faster too. I just switched it pretty fast, and there was also no stoppage in sound or anything like that. Alright, let's get this thing moving and see how it sounds. So right now, we're at 7.06 volts. 8, 9, and there we go. So it's moving around 9 volts. Very nice slow speed. It does have brakes already activated for DC as well. looks like it does have momentum too. So right now we are at 8 volts. Push the power again. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the slow speed here. I'll do my best to make it go at a slow pace here. Right now we're at 7.2 volts. So we'll see what we can do. .2. So there's your slow speed. The prime mover is not kicked in from idle, which is interesting. I don't know if that's because I'm running it on DC, or if it would behave differently on DCC. But a little bit of jerkiness actually. We're at 8.5 volts too. Turn up a little bit more. Look at a 9. So 9 volts on DC is where prime mover kicks in and starts at notch 1, I would assume. So I would imagine it would behave differently on DCC, but I don't know. I don't have a DCC layout to test that at the moment, and I cannot get to my train club to test that for you. So I will release a video later going over DCC operations as well. Let's go ahead and do the shutdown sequence here. Right now we're at 6.94 volts. Going down 6.5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it looks like at 6 volts is when shutdown sequence is initiated. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once I get to my club or get a DCC system, I will release a updated video on how this thing behaves on DCC. I think just on DC here, the transformer, or there's just not enough voltage to power the locomotive and power the sound at 6 volts. I'll release that video once I'm able to get to a DCC layout. But thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.